Hello, y'all. On to another video. A bird's nest here. It's a nice day outside. A little cloudy. A little chilly as well, but it's not that bad. Let's talk about something. So I've recently had the same situation happen to me with, if you ever meet somebody and they're very likable, but you could tell something is wrong very quickly when you pay attention. It's like this. See the red flag? The signs. Follow the signs. Because in truth, the universe tries to warn you about which path to take. Always follow the green flag, which is your intuition. Not everyone needs to know who you are. And it's okay to be honest. But that's when sometimes they change. The energy changes. And I'm not telling you guys to lie. No. But sometimes being cautious where you know something's not right. So, I met a girl online. She claims to be a chick, but I'm not really entirely sure. But the truth is, you do not know everything you see. Do not believe everything you see. But also realize and recognize the feeling when you have never met someone before. You can already either say, that person has a very gentle energy, or they just bring out darkness. And as soon as you mention them being a piece of shit, their friends, meaning the person who probably, you met, works for them, knows them, defends them, they're blinded, they're compromised. Hell, they're definitely a flying monkey. Especially when they first say they're not like that at all. They're sweet. How dare you say that about her? You don't even know her. You're just paranoid. But they don't really, some of them say it like that, but some of them are really, really, really good at you know, acting like you didn't just say that. They just kind of say, I kind of disagree. I know her more than you do, and maybe you shouldn't, make stuff up. If your gut twists up, you're not wrong. And if you came that road and failed numerous times, and your mind saw enough evidence that it was wrong about people like this, delete them. Get the fuck out of there. Go off radar. Because you'll feel like shit afterwards. It stings, but it doesn't hurt that bad because you stopped giving them attention, more information about you. That way they sabotage you and gossip about you with the same person you just do not like. Oh, they're all sweet. What are you talking about? I know her. But you don't. You just saw a picture. Maybe it's just a reflection of your fears. No. Fuck you. Bullshit. You know what? I did some research online. If you only search it on Google, not Gemini, not ChatGPT, it'll say that, oh, maybe you're just fearful. You're wrong. Da 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 da. No. You just gotta remember AI is artificial intelligence, and it is also smart, but it's also stupid too. It's programmed by other people and then limited in information. And then if you try ChatGPT or Gemini, it's allowed to think for itself. So when I asked ChatGPT, she agreed. It agreed. Whatever. Him, she, whatever. I don't care. But yeah, sometimes AI turns out to be a good therapist. But I wouldn't rely on AI so much, because sometimes, even in her own knowledge, she can be wrong and you could be right. And sometimes you can be wrong and it can be right. So you learn something new, and AI also learns something new. It's not perfect. It might think faster than we do, but it really doesn't know everything. So yeah, be careful who you trust. Do not trust someone entirely too fast. And it's different for those rare moments where when you meet somebody and you connect with them spiritually, harmonically, somehow when you go through certain paths and you when the universe puts you in a space where you meet that one person who, they're not you, but they went through the exact same situations. It's sort of like meeting somebody, people would call these people a soulmate, but a soulmate is completely different. A soulmate is more like, you know her soul, and you guys decide to become partners while just knowing somebody's soul. Yeah, you could have been mates before, and my brain disagrees that it's not soulmates, but it's hard to describe. Your mind cannot describe it. The ego rages in my brain. It doesn't like that I said that, but that's way too bad. So, engage with the light. Follow the soul path, you guys. And if you're someone who's been struggling with your ego and you watch this video to the end, you're on the right path. And if you recognize the things that you did to people, you're changing. You were meant to learn things that these real creatures of the night do almost to every single person, because they believe they're doing the right thing too by destroying people for their own reputation. And so going back to the topic for my brain flows somewhere else. When when I visited this, it was like a virtual brothel. It looked like a giant library. And I'm like, oh my god, some rich dude had the largest fucking library and just decided to turn it into a brothel. And this was like in virtual reality. It wasn't, it was real in that world, but it wasn't like, here in this world. Maybe some creepy old man did that for real somewhere in the world, but see, when I went there is always a very strange feeling when you go to brothels. There's always a dark vibe. There's always people messing with your mind. They don't even have to be there. You just feel it. Objects can become attached to certain memories. That's why you see, things move in the real world. It's attached to a timeline that repeats itself. It comes and goes, but it's all energy. Now, the way it works in the virtual metaverse, everything is signatures of code, numbers, and letters. Now, the way they work, if a spirit decided to go through the metaverse, it's kind of like a portal to them. I don't know why. My gut, it's weird because anyway, I'll just, I'll let that go for now. I'll just bring up what I'm feeling now. You ever feel unsettled? For no reason, you just, I take this road all the time. This is a great way to walk. I try to do this every single day, but for some reason I feel really unsettled. Like some event might occur. I saw a red flag, but it's strange because it's like I'm also being told that I'll be okay. And this is what happens, you guys. Sometimes when you're scared to take a path, sometimes the greatest of rewards is on the other side. And that's the thing. It's just fear of the other side is really just the mind playing tricks on you. But anyway, going back to the topic. If you ever ever in that situation like I was, it doesn't have to be a brothel. It could be a gym, it could be, a cafeteria at school, or it could be, a library, a park, and that person, you look at that person, you don't even have to know them, you just know something is not right. And then you're like saying, oh look, it's a narcissist. You're not making shit up. You're right. Your feelings sense the truth. And when you ignore the signs, God's not punishing you. The devil is really just showing its face right in front of you, telling you to run, to hide from it. But in truth, it's really just you trying to remind yourself, I don't know, to not be afraid of what you see, but to acknowledge that some people in this world, okay, are so evil that there's not any good left in them at all. You know, I'm not religious, but there are some things in this world you can't explain in words. There are some items in this world, I won't say their names, I have to respect those items, but a lot of people disrespect them, and that's why you hear them die right after they, you know, touched a doll or said something about the doll. You could be awake, aware, conscious, living your best life until you touch something that's so dark, so crippling, it makes your own spine feel the fucking bad motherfucking vibes. And if you have Kundalini, which is just, look, it's a baby deer, so cute. It's not the same as Kundalini, where you feel that weird energy shit go up your spine. I feel like I had that before, but I'm not entirely sure. Hello. Look. What a cute baby. Hello. Hi. You're the most adorable thing ever. Hello. See? Animals can feel that you're not a threat to them. But anyway, there are things in this world that are kept secret from us, not to, look, a lot of people do not like being lied to. But once you speak their language, once you understand the 48 powers of, manipulation and psychologically, like, gaslighting people, saying, oh, you never saw that. Well, look at outside the box. Maybe they're protecting something really, really fucked up. Sometimes they're messy, and there are things that escape and exist on the planet and is a part of the earth still. But yeah, they can be a threat to you because they're defensive of their land, and perhaps it's another intelligent being who once had billions of ancestors at one point, but they were all wiped out by the very beings who are trying to protect you. And am I saying are they good or bad? No, they're neither. They're neither your enemy, neither your friend. They watch your every move. Yes, they can be the very black entity, the big fat motherfucking blob you see in that prison, or that fucking, perhaps that thing is a multi-dimensional creature that only reappears at night, is seen in the woods, seen in the prisons of negative experiences and situations that happen. It cycles, they feed onto it. That's how they exist, that's how they cope. They're not living, they're neither dead, they're just thoughts of shit that has happened. But they appear, they warn you of this space. Follow your gut. That's what they're trying to tell you. They're trying to tell you to run the fuck away from here, because there is something else. You know, the Black Shadow, I really believe this. I really feel this. And because the thought just came to me and the feeling just came to me. Think about the Raven. Now, black shadows could literally be invisible creatures, extraterrestrials, or just some type of mechanisms that exist in spaces. Perhaps they are the guards that are guarding you from things that you should not mess with. The reason why you should not challenge these beings, well, yeah, you can experience things that are just not, you can't describe it, you really can't. It can, what I'm about to say can feel a little out there, like possession and experiences where, you start to say something and then you don't remember because it wasn't you. Well, perhaps it was you. When you have so much conflict added into your mind and you're not taking care of yourself the way you should, your brain drops the memory like that, and then you look back at what you said and you're like, what the fuck? I didn't type that. You did. Your brain just couldn't remember. But anyway, back to the topic. These beings, they are magnificent, and they are also fighting a war that you do not see. You can call them demons, you can call them angels, but in truth, they are beings of unimaginable power, spiritually, psychologically, and physically, even when they are not living like you or dead. They are guardians who balance light and dark, even though they are not made of dark, they are made of energy. They do feed on your fears, but it's not what you think. They don't feed on your fears, they just tell you, turn back, go the other way, follow your gut, don't be stubborn, do not bother to investigate a space that is not meant to be understood, because these entities, yes, they will show themselves. They're very rare. They can possess an object, yes, and they can mimic the very things people believe that killed people. Yes, they kill. Are they evil? No. But they're trying to tell you, do not interfere with the Force. Go the other way. Mind your own business and live your life. That's it. Live your life. And, your life could be paranormal investigations, yes, but you have to learn how to respect them. Don't ask them so many questions. They don't like this. I wouldn't say like they don't like it, because they do not speak through words. They observe. But they will defend you, and they will also defend something else. It's not like defending you as a friend, but it's really, it's protecting you from some type of force that does not belong to you. Yes, you can see them at the corners of your eyes. Yes, you can record them, and you can say that, yeah, they appear to be a black blob of fucking darkness, and it scares the living shit out of you. They're supposed to. The mind it becomes in the fight and flight mode real fast, because it doesn't know what it is. Good, it's not supposed to. These beings are not supposed to be your friend. They're not supposed to be your enemy. Now, the government, they keep certain information away to the public because sometimes it's better not to know everything. It's to protect you. Some people really got no family, I guess, or friends, or, they have a lot of enemies. And yes, they have to act a certain way politically. They stay in their power It's not that they believe they are the mind. Maybe some do, others do not. But it's a soul who is brave enough to be that person, to sacrifice and sell their time and energy to do things that can turn them into the devil. The devil is a creature of the night. It can turn things upside down. It can mess with your mind. It can purposely distract you. It shows itself in anyone that becomes a threat to your peace. They see the devil's not your friend. The devil is your enemy. But do not mix what you know and what you do not know. And do not tie them as, oh God, it's the devil. Please, Lord, save me from this wretched creature. Return to your void. No. They're fearful. They're scared. They're frightened. Don't be that person. Don't. Stand in your power. You're the light. But understand, I shouldn't say understand, but recognize, that's the word. Recognize that this, entity, you could call it a demon, you could call it the devil, but it's not the demon, it's not the devil, it's just a blob of energy that many, it takes a lot of generations to build this thing, but, it's like a nest. A nest of energy that is not your problem to fix. It's kind of like this. You hate someone so much, you play with black magic and you try to screw their life up, but then the cost is and the consequences are you ruined your life, not theirs. You just allowed that person to destroy you. Have no room for hate. Therefore, that is what the devil wants. That's what they want you to believe. And if it's someone that's really bad and they disturb your peace by the picture that they have taken, it could be a selfie, and you just know that there is no sign of change in your thoughts after you say you hate them, cut the cords, go no contact, go off radar. And cut everyone that knows them and knows that person, all the flying monkeys. Get the fuck away from them. Get the fuck away from those people. Because those people play a game that doesn't even involve you. Do they need to know you? No. Do they need to have you around? Oh yeah. They always enjoy your time. Money, attention, energy. They mess with your head. They make you believe you're the devil. They don't make you think they're the devil. No. They make you believe that they're your friend. That they're the God Jesus Christ sent to your door. Now, don't let these people in your life. Especially when you see their selfie online or anywhere. Get out of there. You have enough time for yourself, but do not put any time or energy to try and fix somebody else who pretends saying, oh, Daddy, I need your money. My pussy is wet. It's kind of like that. I know it's a little it's not disgusting, it's disturbing. Daddy, fuck me. My titties are so fucking huge. Oh yeah, baby. I'm gonna give you some $10,000. How about that, sweetie pie? Oh yes. This is how they fucking talk. It's an act. It's an act. It's a whole act. And you know, when you look at them, they make you believe they're living the best life. But oh my God, you are not seeing something if you think that. And I was that person too. So now, in situations like that, it is possible that you might see things you cannot describe. Paranormal activity or not. It really depends on the person, but if you do end up seeing a big black blob somewhere, or a shadow figure in a dream, or a place you visit and an entity shows itself running past you, it walks through you, or you can see the reflection in the window. Stand in your power. Don't be afraid. Acknowledge it. Move on. Don't call it a name. Don't call it anything. Don't try to talk to it. Just know that it's there. Realize you're not alone. Yes, it follows you home, but it doesn't haunt you. It's trying to board you up from something that is more evil than whatever followed you home. Yeah, you'll feel a little skeptical, and don't start calling it, oh my God, it's my grandmother. She's gonna help me with Archangel Michael. Don't do that bullshit, please. And thing is, these entities come and go. I had one visit me. It came to me, I felt the cold spots. I didn't see it. You know, these dimensional beings, they can either be seen as a black bulb of, dark matter. They could be seen as, those skinwalkers. They could be seen as a white dot going around the camera. They could also be things that come and go. They attach to you, they drain your energy, but they're not harming you, even though, if they scratch you, it means it could be a mark of something that could have been worse. Yes, it's traumatizing. Yes, it can be seen as evil. But if you are being scratched, you should get the fuck out of there. Because whatever, happened there. Look, it's a dove. Beautiful creature. Whatever happened. You'll never know what happened. You'll hear the story, but the story is always fucking wrong. Guy killed his whole family with an axe. When in truth, that guy was probably traumatized by something he could not explain. And he started seeing things like schizophrenia. This happens all the time. He started seeing things, and he thought that he killed those things he saw, but it turned out that he killed his entire family instead. Can you just sit back and listen? There are things that you cannot explain. There are things that it's probably best to mind your business and recognize it's not a problem you should fix because it's not really yours. Now, was this guy crazy? No. Did he feel like he was going crazy? Oh yeah, for sure. But people who know you, who say they know you, they observe you and they watch you over you, or they're just so involved in your life and they see you, but they say that they see you, but they're not you. Therefore, only you know what you saw. Meanwhile, everybody else, they say that, okay, you saw this, but if they never saw it, they're just making shit up. They'll be the first person to call the police on you. They'll be the first person that betrays you. They'll be the first person who acts like your friend, but really they are just your enemy. Now, if they are a person who saw what you saw, you're not crazy. Because if they saw the same thing you did, you could be dealing with something that is just trying to warn you. Yes, call Archangel Michael. He'll protect you. But then again, the angels are exactly like the big black blob on the wall. The light, the sun, the moon, the stars in the sky. Angels are psychological and spiritual at the same time. They are neither living or dead. They are not gods. They are just energy. They are frequencies. And The devil is a frequency of very, very, very traumatized, disturbing energy made to manipulate energies and disguise itself as literally anything, like that tree, or that house, that car, people around you. Don't be a fool for their charm. And God, you, source, soul, awareness, consciousness, you are God. Meanwhile, you experience the body that was made to experience creation itself. And when you remember who you are beyond the mind, your life changes. You think you're crazy. The brain makes you believe you're the mind still, but then people, they're all designed to believe they are the mind. Therefore, this drives you mad. You think you're insane. You think there's something wrong with you, but no. You have just faced yourself beyond the mirror. Concept is the illusion. And fear of recognizing that can be the very shadows of your ego, your mind, the void that tries to suppress you to recognize you are not just the person that everyone knows you by, including your own mother, father, siblings, neighbors, strangers. Only you and those who see you will know who you are. They will smile at you, and it can be out of evil intent or goodness. People who smile at you are neither your enemy or your friend, and people who smile at you and they look into your soul and you know they're watching, they can be your enemy or your friend. They could become your friend, soon your enemy, or they can be your enemy to soon to become your friend and ally. So anyway, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm back at home. I'm gonna relax now, and yeah. So remember who you are. Follow the heart. Allow yourself to let go of people, situations, places that are no longer meant to be. Don't try to chase it. Don't try to control it. Allow yourself to detach from these things. So that's about it, you guys. Have a good one. Subscribe if you enjoy, and see you in the next video.